Carl Joseph Stieler's portrait of Ludwig van Beethoven, created in the spring of 1820, became one of the most famous depictions of the composer. In this iconic painting, Beethoven is shown sitting in a forest, illuminated by light, with a manuscript in his left hand, symbolizing his search for inspiration for Missa Solemnis. In self-portrait with a straw hat, Elisabeth Louise Vigée Lebrun captures herself with grace and poise, embodying the fashionable and respected French portraitist she was, as well as her close relationship with Marie Antoinette. She wears a dusty pink chemise à la reine, a style favored by the Queen in the 1780s, complete with white frills at the neckline and wrists, contrasted by a black shawl draped over her elbows. In Jacques-Louis David's renowned portrait of Napoleon, the emperor is depicted in the uniform of a colonel of the Foot Grenadiers of the Imperial Guard. Positioned at the center of a vertical canvas, Napoleon's relaxed posture, with slightly bent shoulders and a hand tucked into his vest, contrasts with the formality of his uniform. Portrait of Lady Agnew of Lochnaw features Lady Agnew, Gertrude Vernon, commissioned by her husband, Scottish barrister Sir Andrew Noel Agnew. In the painting, Lady Agnew establishes a strong connection with the viewer through her direct gaze and relaxed posture. Her elegant white gown with lilac accents complements the vibrant patterned Chinese silk wall hanging and the French chairs surrounding her. Frans Hals, known for his exceptional skill in portraiture, created this vibrant and dynamic painting of a 26-year-old man dressed in elaborate attire. The Girl with a Pearl Earring, one of Johannes Vermeer's most iconic works, was completed in 1665, just a decade before his death. The painting, which has been known by various names over the years, received its current title in the 20th century. This exceptionally well-preserved portrait highlights Werner van den Valkert's sophisticated painting technique. The painting's vibrancy comes from the illusionistic effect of the sitter leaning out of a nook, which appears to dissolve on the left. Jean-Auguste-Dominique Ingres, a master of French neoclassical art, painted this exquisite portrait of Pauline de Broglie late in his career when he was renowned for his depictions of prominent figures. Commissioned by her husband, Albert de Broglie, the portrait captures Pauline's modest and reserved demeanor while showcasing the intricate details of her appearance. Gustave Courbet's self-portrait, The Desperate Man, reflects his emotional and psychological state with striking intensity. Pulling his hair and staring wide-eyed at the viewer, Courbet conveys raw desperation while demonstrating the clean lines and precision characteristic of Romanticism. Leonardo da Vinci, often hailed as the quintessential Renaissance man, was celebrated for his insatiable curiosity and groundbreaking inventiveness. While his talents spanned numerous disciplines, he is best remembered for his extraordinary paintings, including The Last Supper and the Mona Lisa. In this 1556 self-portrait, Sofonisba Anguissola depicts herself mid-stroke, painting an intimate scene of the Virgin Mary tenderly kissing the Christ child. Her outward gaze and composed demeanor suggest confidence and self-awareness. She supports her right hand with a maul stick, a traditional tool for steadying an artist's hand, emphasizing her technical skill and professionalism. Anne-Louis Girodet, de Roussy-Triossan's portrait of Jean-Baptiste Belley captures the subject during a moment of political and historical significance. Jean-Baptiste Belley, a former slave-turned-revolutionary, fought in the American War of Independence and played a pivotal role in the Haitian Revolution. Jean-Auguste-Dominique Ingres began this self-portrait in 1804, at the age of 24, during the early stages of his artistic career. The painting was initially met with criticism in 1806, prompting Ingres to set it aside. Over the years, he revisited and reworked the portrait multiple times, finally completing it in 1851 at the age of 71. Ilya Repin's 1884 portrait of Vsevolod Mikhailovich Garshin, a renowned Russian writer, embodies both the psychological depth and emotional resonance characteristic of the Peredvizhniki movement. Garshin, who served as a soldier during the Russo-Turkish War, abandoned his military career after the horrors of war profoundly affected him. Eugène Delacroix's 1835 portrait of Louis-Antoine Léon Riesner, his cousin and fellow artist, is a testament to their shared artistic lineage and mutual admiration. In this intimate shoulder-length portrait, Delacroix captures the youthful charm and sophistication of Riesner. Jean-Auguste-Dominique Ingres masterfully emphasized status and authority in his 1826 portrait of Count Amédée David de Pastoret. The Count, a patron and commissioner of several of Ingres' works, is depicted with a commanding presence. Giovanni Bellini's 1502 portrait of the Doge, presumed to be Leonardo Loredan, the elected ruler of the Venetian Republic, is a masterpiece that blends authority and humanism. Loredan is portrayed in the official regalia of his office, including the distinctive corno, pointed hat, and an elaborate mantle of white and gold damask silk adorned with gold bell buttons. Anton Raphael Mengs, a painter from Bohemia, modern-day Czech Republic, rose to prominence in the 18th century, working in Dresden, Rome, and Madrid. Known for his refined portraits of famous subjects, Mengs also created self-portraits that are more raw and unembellished. The Chandos portrait is one of the most recognized representations believed to depict William Shakespeare. Likely created between 1600 and 1610, this portrait was probably the inspiration for the etched image of Shakespeare that appeared in the first folio of 1623. Bindo Altoviti, one of the wealthiest and most influential bankers of the 16th century, is immortalized in this portrait by Raphael. Known for his politically strategic loans to popes, the Venetian state, and French rulers, Bindo was a figure of power, born in Rome to a Florentine father.